Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, I love Marvel. I used to read the comics all the time. In fact, I actually stopped reading the comics up until about Secret Wars, the last one that happened. And I just stopped because life got in the way. So, heading into this next MCU phase, I'm kind of very excited because it's catching up to where I left off over a decade ago. And we saw at the end of Thunderbolts a little reference to Fantastic Four. And we know this Fantastic Four film is set in its own universe, its own timeline. It's completely separate. So, throughout this movie, I am looking for maybe hints of incursions, you know, these things that are just the beginning of the Secret War, and I think this movie almost plays with those expectations a little bit, like, you know what's happening, comic book reader, so we're just gonna mess with that a little bit. But going into Fantastic Four, it wasn't what I expected. It was its own thing. Now, before I get into my opinions, I do want to talk about an issue, and I think everybody needs to know this issue. Now, we have Comic-Con going on this weekend, and we know when we go to conventions like that, when we go to comic book stuff, video game stuff, there's always a smell. You know, the gamer smell. The gamers stink. People stinking. And I gotta say, in this movie, I smelled it. People were stinking in the movie, all throughout the movie, and it kind of was so distracting. And I don't think people out there realize why this is happening. Why do they wash their clothes, they put on deodorant, everything seems fine, but then they still smell. And it's a common thing that can happen because I know the root of this issue. It's because everyone that goes out to these conventions and they go out to see these movies, something they're very passionate about, they want to wear their favorite fan stuff. So they wear their favorite Fantastic Four shirt, or their favorite Marvel shirt, or their favorite gamer shirt. But the problem is, they've worn the shirt many times for years and years and years, and they sweat in these shirts all the time, and they stink, but they wash it, it's clean, right? But you do this so much, you wear the same shirts over and over and over and over again, after years of getting stench into your armpits, washing it is no longer good. It might seem clean after the wash, but once you add a little bit of moisture to the fabric, that smell, it starts to seep out, it starts to linger out. So it's like you keep on wearing your old favorites because they're your favorites, but they smell, because the smell will never go away ever again. You've worn it too much. And I think there needs to be an expiration on shirts. You wear your favorite shirt, you wear it a certain amount of times, and then you stop. You get rid of it, especially if you smell. And everybody thinks oh, I put on deodorant, I put on so much deodorant, I wash the clothes. It doesn't matter. The stink is stuck in the shirt. So please throw away your favorite shirts that you've worn like 100 times, okay? Just get rid of them. Don't go to the conventions. Don't go to the movies in them. I'm tired of smelling it. Let's just get it done. It's over, okay? I'm so sick of it. It was so distracting in this movie. I'm like, come on. Oh, I don't want to smell this right now. So please, don't just wash your shirts. Throw them away. Get a new one. Get a brand new design. We have our favorite one. Hey, frame it and put it on the wall if you love that shirt so much that you're still gonna wear it for the 1,000th time, you know? Just buy a new shirt. Take a new shirt. But anyways, Fantastic Four, it was good. You know, I think thematically it's well crafted. It's very heartwarming. It's kind of a safe movie. Doesn't take any chances, but it's still enjoyable at the end of the day. It's a solid movie. You know, I give it 7.5 out of 10. I'm on the fence because we have, I believe, one Spider-Man movie and then Avengers Doomsday, which anything could allegedly happen. I know by the time we get to Secret Wars, anything could happen. You know, they're see Endgame and they want to up the bar, and they might just up the bar on Doomsday. They might not even wait this Secret War to up the bar. If you know the comics, you know what I'm talking about. But we have 2 movies to get to where we need to go. So, are they going to do it? Are they going to pull it off? As a standalone film, Fantastic Four is fantastic. As a movie in the overall narrative, it's a step in the right direction. Can we get to Secret War? can we do what the comics did? Because I think, you know, I read some interviews and I think they want to do the same exact thing. I don't want to spoil any of it, but I think they want to take it in the same direction, which is exciting. It's very exciting for the future, and we might carry on, you know, but we'll see. See. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Throw out your shirts, and I'll see you next time.